Ah, nature. Isn't it great? Very few things come close to it. A good night's sleep, a tasty meal, doing what you love. Oh, and meeting people. Almost forgot. Socializing is great. Up until not long ago, we had no other choice but to harm the environment in order to socialize. Such was the case for business conferences and events. In order to meet colleagues and peers, learn about the latest in our line of work, and find new business, all worthy goals, more often than not, we had to travel by car or by plane. And all that carbon footprint means bad news for the environment. How bad? According to a study by Cornell University, the global conference industry contributed up to 5.31 tons of CO2 equivalent per year before the pandemic. And that's only half the story. All those conferences and events also meant putting up temporary structures and booths, producing waste by the piles and throwing out tons of uneaten food. But by switching from in-person to virtual or hybrid events, we can rid ourselves of all that and decrease the carbon footprint of events by 94% and CED by 90%. And that's big news for businesses and organizations who want to help mitigate climate change and the ongoing environmental crisis. There's lots you can do to minimize your environmental impact by tweaking some things in your product and production. And by all means, go for it. But these might take time. So until you figure it out, here are 2 things you can do starting today. Opting to join events virtually as much as possible, and offering a virtual option to join your own events. Admittedly, attending virtually will still generate some carbon emissions due to electricity usage. But unless the event is a walking distance from where you live, it's a tiny fraction of the emissions you'll generate by attending in person. I know, socializing is important, and it's good for business. Luckily, that study by Cornell also points out that a hybrid system can keep more than half of the participants in person while still reducing the conference's carbon footprint and energy consumption. Even just broadcasting your keynotes and other sessions and making them available on demand can go a long way. And that, my friends, is how you stay friends with nature.